Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Jacksonville Buzz. I am your host, Adrienne Houghton. Each week, I like to feature unique and exceptional businesses, people, or causes from throughout the First Coast. Today, I am delighted to welcome into the studio Heather Beebe, who is a holistic wellness coach. Welcome, Heather.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you. And I'm delighted to try and find out what actually is a holistic health coach.
So, I'll start with like where I come from because I differ from some other health coaches out there. Rebolistic is two words put together. It's rebel and holistic. And I call it that because I help women to channel their inner rebels and dare to take a holistic approach to their health and wellness. And I say dare because there is a certain amount of courage that's involved when the society around you is not living in that way, not preaching the same message that you want to take for your whole being. And so I help women have the courage and find the strength to do what's best for their entire being.
Does it vary from person to person, or is it very much this is how the program works?
So it is customized by the needs of the individual client. I have a general program. My program is called Whole Food and Soul Food because it focuses on the nourishment of our physical bodies, but also how we nourish our souls and our minds. So I'm taking a well-rounded approach to it, and that is going to be different for every person. So while I have a kind of a program that is my guide, once I get to know the client, their needs, their goals, then we can create an action plan that's appropriate for them.
My goodness me, that's quite a lot actually. But what sets you apart from other health coaches?
So it is actually my unique perspective, my approach to the whole being rather than just the physical health and wellness. There's a lot of great programs out there that focus on meeting your physical goals, and that's all great and well, but you actually can not meet those goals or have trouble maintaining those goals if you don't focus on something that might be out of balance emotionally or mentally or spiritually. So that's why I help with the whole being, seeing the being as a whole, and every part works together and affects the other.
How long does the process take from the beginning? So if you meet with a client, you sit down and talk to them for an hour?
Yep. So initially we have a free 1 hour call, and that is where by that point, they've completed a very detailed health history form, and we go over that together, and it goes into their food culture, like how their food culture that was established as a child, how that's evolved over the years, and how that's made their relationship with food right now. And we also look at outside elements that might be affecting the way they eat, their career, their relationships, other stressors, because all of that plays a part in our physical choices, what we choose to put into our bodies and how. And so we look at all of that in our free consultation, and then we set an action plan accordingly. And ideally, the best option for them is the 3-month program. That's enough time to establish the new habits. And then if they want to continue 3 months longer, then I'm able to help them make a lifestyle out of it.
How difficult is it to change the eating habits of somebody that for perhaps 40 or more years has never eaten a real fresh vegetable?
I see that a lot. And if they come to me with the desire, that's what's most important. They have to have the desire. They have to be coachable. And then the first thing we do is build awareness. We build awareness around what needs to change. Everyone wants the results. We all want to see the results. But if you don't know where to start, you don't know what to change, then it can't happen. And I start with very small baby steps. So the simpler we can make it, the more effective it will be and the less of a shock to their system. So it might be with starting with adding vegetables into one meal a day. What even if you don't like vegetables, what's the one, everybody likes something, right? So even if it's adding that in, drinking more water, whatever, there's a lot of minor steps that we can start
Baby
with.
steps.
Baby steps. Yes.
Baby steps.
Right?
So how do people find you? Because, there's a lot of social media out there, but what's the best way of getting hold of Heather Beebe?
So my website is rebolisticwellness.com, and that's the best way to find me. And that has all my information, my contact information, my programs, all of that is on there.
Well, Heather, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you'd like to know any more information, you can always find it on iwannabuzz.com.